vanilla chamomile tea.
I love honey vanilla. How delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys already know or listeners, we have been announcing that we have rescheduled our program. So now we're going to be coming on every twice a month.
Yep.
And that's the second and fourth
Sunday of every month. Yes.
Yeah. So, please, we want to make sure you guys tune in. So here are a couple of things that I found recently.
Wait. Real quick. Remember, we have a new little piece of segment that we're going to add. And this is the first day we're doing it. And it's called the Eminem Moment. The Eminem Moment. So this is our little time for us to recap what you and I have been up to really quickly. So what have you been up to, Makeda?
Sick. You know what? It has been the worst cold and flu season. I have been on and off sick for about a month. I finally had to check, my follow-up appointment this past Monday, and I got a clean bill of health. So now I'm feeling like 100% better. And beyond that, I'm not in the Gurl Cave today. I am in Orlando. I'm actually in Claremont, staying with one of our best friends, Desiree and Sora.
What's up, Des?
And I'm between here and Tampa. Most of you guys already know that I work on political campaigns, and I'm currently helping 3 candidates on 3 separate races in the state of Florida. So I'm pretty excited about continuing to do that. Beyond that, I've started restudying for my real estate license.
Well, that's good.
And just kind of planning out what this year is going to look like beyond campaigning. So I'm pretty excited about that. What have you been up to, Mel?
Well, I am back in the gym, baby. I have joined Orange Theory. Last week, I think I did 4 days straight.
Oh my gosh. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Like I get kind of anxiety leading up to going, but then once I get there, I'm like, you know what? Every time I call you or I send you a Marco Polo, I'm like, you know what? That's the best doggone workout I've ever had in my life. So
yeah.
Tomorrow, I kind of been off the mission this weekend because I had a lot of different things going on, which I can't really say right now. I will say soon. And then today I had church. Jay and I attended a marriage conference at our church that they do every year. So this weekend has been kind of busy, so I didn't work out, but I am hitting the gym right after work tomorrow. In other news, I have been teaching the kids at my school. I must say I'm pretty proud of them. I teach kindergarten, for those of you that don't know. And now is the time that I'm really starting to see a lot of growth in their academic success. So I'm proud of that.
Good.
Team Shin Tutoring, of course, is about that time for state testing. So I'm getting pretty busy. Last minute tutoring, which I encourage parents, don't wait to the last minute. Start this process a little earlier, because right now I'm cramming, and it's always better to, for the kids to stay ahead. So I just encourage parents, if you can, get a tutor on deck starting in the summer, because I do see a lot of improvement of my clients that started this summer. I'm proud of them too. And then on the Shin Chic decor front, just filling orders, my mug and bowl set orders. And for those of you that don't know, you can visit me on www.shinchicdecor.com or on Facebook. So yeah, Makeda and I are always busy in these streets trying to get this money, baby.
And just so that our listeners know, we are also going to be doing some merchandising and looking for sponsors for the show.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of developing what that's gonna look like. And so those products will be coming to you guys very soon. I'm really excited about that. And beyond that, there's several different projects and speaking engagements that are going to be coming up for me. But it's all right now. I'm kind of building and figuring, what those opportunities look like.
We are airing Boss Talk next month, which will be held in Fort Lauderdale at Art Serve. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to be doing a live remote, which should be kind of cool. So, we would like to start offering advertising opportunities on our show. So if you're interested in promoting anything in terms of your business, please make sure it's a legitimate business. But we are here to help and support our community. So again, this platform was designed not just to push our own initiatives, but to kind of be an outlet for other organizations and, prominent or empower.
Yeah,
we're trying to empower others.
Yeah, we're empowering our communities. We're also uplifting women, and just again, still trying to keep it light.
That's
it.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's about it. So, did you see this picture of Barack Obama with the salt and pepper beard?
Yeah, man.
And
he is showing out. Ain't he? Him and Michelle, they showing out.
Some people said that it's Photoshop, though, but
I don't think so.
I don't know. I saw a different photo of him also pimped out in like some type of reddish or, I don't know, some type of pop-colored suit. It looked like they were coming out of some home. It looked like they were coming out of a place in Chicago. I mean, looking fantastic and, post-presidency. I miss you guys so much. President Obama, First Lady Michelle, we miss you so much.
I know, right? Talk about Black excellence, man. Like, they're a tough act to follow.
They are.
But, everything happens for a reason, and God is in control, and they're still around. So I'm just glad that I could still, watch them and follow them and, cheer them on and whatever endeavors they encounter, they're embarking on right now. But it's nice to see them. It gives us that breath of fresh air that we need.
Absolutely,
in the world today.
Absolutely.
So, go ahead.
Well, before there's a couple of other things I will just touch on very briefly.
What happened?
Omarosa's on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah. And they were talking about her on CNN, and it was funny. It was what's his name? Don Lemon. He was cracking. Yeah, did you see it? Oh my goodness.
I just saw it not long ago.
He was like, "Girl, bye." When they started talking, it's like on CNN, he's like, "Man, girl, bye. We ain't even finna talk about her."
Yeah, I can't remember the panelist that was on, but she basically went in with the shade on 100, saying this is Black History Month. We should not be entertaining that.
Okay.
And I think, I kind of agree. I mean, us even talking about it right now, but it was really funny. That's why I just wanted to highlight that. And you know what? I'm the political person, and so I'm going to do more of the entertainment politics right now because Stacey Dash is considering
now I'm finna say girl bye.
Congress.
I'm finna say girl bye.
Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna share there. I mean, Google it, look it up, but I think it's pretty entertaining and falls in line with the stuff that I do.
I know. And then we had 2 government shutdowns, I think, since we last were on air.
Yeah, I think. Yep. Yeah. I think we have. Also, in other news, Dwayne Wade
is back in Miami, baby. Yeah. Yep. They look pretty excited about it.
He should have never left. I mean, I do. The excitement is buzzing. It looks like, ticket sales are going through the roof.
I know.
People are happy for him to be back in Miami. I'm happy too.
We got to catch a game. Just the people watch.
I know. I just want to go. I want to see one game. Locally, I'm not in Miami at the moment, but Trayvon Martin
Yes.
have heavily celebrated what would have been his 23rd birthday.
Yeah, with some heavy hitters. Jay-Z was there.
Jay-Z was at the Trayvon Martin Walk in Miami Gardens yesterday. I think there were some other celebrities there. Of course, the mayor, Mayor Gilbert was there, and it was a lot of support. I mean, if I was in town, I would have been there, but
yeah, it seems like Miami is like the spot to be, because I see it was some controversy about the fact that Drake gave money to a high school here, and
he shot a video at the high school, and so he paid for shooting a video at that school. I saw the pics with him and Alonzo Mourning and the Alonzo Mourning Foundation, because I believe he also went to Overtown.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just been a lot of things brewing for the Black communities, brewing for South Florida. So we want to make sure that we kind of acknowledge and rep the city that we are from.
And it would
South
be
Florida.
Nice if, our own artists were showcased.
Well, Flo Rida. Flo Rida was at the Trayvon Martin walk. Shout out to Flo Rida.
Yeah. I think he had a show last night or something. I saw somebody post.
Who?
I think Flo Rida had a show or something last night.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Because he doesn't get the recognition in Miami the way that he should either.
Right.
I
have Kirk and Rashida Frost look like they're back together.
Oh, good.
Despite the foolishness.
Hip-hop. Yeah. That's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast members.
And it looks like they're returning, and his mom passed away, so
oh no.
They're making it happen. So
good.
I'm fully in support of. Then what else do I have? Oh, Escape -1 is gone. I mean, is about to drop an album.
Oh, okay. Well, Candy had been out of there for a minute, hasn't she? Has she been doing any of the other tour dates with the group?
I actually think she's on Broadway, but they have actually officially started a group, and they changed the name to Escape 3, but they left off the E. And they're putting it out through their own entertainment label. Independent, and they signed with CAA, which I've never heard of CAA. I don't know who that is. But their album or their EP is scheduled to drop March 3rd. So
cool.
Yep.
Cool.
But yeah, you were saying Winter Olympics.
Yeah, the Winter Olympic is on, and there has been some buzz about this French Black skater. It's all about Black excellence in Black History Month. Did we say that it's at Black History Month? Yes.
Yeah, it's Black History Month.
So I can't, she's French. Her name is May Berenice Myrte. So I hope I did not dismantle her name too much.
Girl, I'm glad you said it and not me, because I would have messed that up.
Well, she has been all the buzz on Twitter and social media because she chose to wear like a jumpsuit it's like a jumpsuit with some gold fringe stuff at the top, and it's just a rarity that skaters, figure skaters wear tights or jumpsuits.
Oh, okay.
And her music selection, which was Beyonce.
Oh, that's what's up.
There was Halo, and they mentioned Who Run the World Girls, and people were very entertained. I think she did not impress the judges. She got 9th place, but that's okay. The fans loved her.
Okay, but you're gonna love this fact from the Winter Olympics.
What?
The first Black person to ever win gold at the Winter Olympics is a member of... Yeah, girl.
That's awesome. I thought,
Vanetta Flowers. Vanetta Flowers is her name.
That is what was the sport?
She's a star sprinter and long jumper. And she is from Birmingham, University of Alabama.
Cool.
And so yeah, she won the gold medal. I'm trying to see for I think sprinting and long jump.
Okay, hey, so
no, I'm sorry, bobsledding. Bobsledding. Yep. So she switched. I think she's on that team that they were talking about. It's a bunch of them that were actually runners, and they switched. No, it's a 2-woman event. I think both of them were runners, and they switched to bobsledding for the Winter Olympics. But
nice,
she won the gold, and she's a Sarah, which is excellent. Talk about black excellence, baby. Yeah.
Black excellence indeed. If you guys have not been paying attention, we are in 2018, and so it is the midterm elections coming up. There are the primaries, at least in Florida, are August 28th, and we have quite a few races that are taking place. Actually, there is a race that's happening in North Florida, Sarasota. Margaret Good, who has recently been endorsed by Vice President Biden. I believe her election is next month. I hope many of you guys that are in the Sarasota area go out, vote. Early voting, I believe, begins shortly.
Listen, y'all better get out there, for real.
It's critical. It's critical. If you guys have not been motivated about what took place in Virginia, what is taking place in Alabama, you need to take those great, races and, work.
Yeah. I hear we got a brother. We have a brother that's going to be running for governor of Florida. From here, from South Florida, Gillum, right?
Yeah, Andrew Gillum. He's been in the race, for a few months now. He's actually the mayor of Tallahassee.
Right.
He's from, I think, the South Florida, Richmond Heights area.
Richmond Heights, yep, down south.
And, he's been doing his rounds. There was some issues with him a few months ago, but I believe that all of the FBI investigations and connections are behind him. I don't even want to acknowledge it, but
I know, he ain't a pedophile. I can tell you that, and I'm voting for him. Y'all better get out and vote.
So there are a few Democrats in the race, and while we are not supporting one person over another, please read up. Yeah. This is our year. We need to not have any Republicans. In these major seats. We're both Democrats. We support Democratic candidates. It is what it is.
And let me tell you.
Most importantly, we want you guys to be engaged, pay attention, read up. Don't sit on the sidelines, because every single vote counts.
And every year, my husband and I rely on Makeda, because Makeda provides us the list of who popping, who we need to think about supporting. So when it gets to be that time, Makeda is going to provide us the link so y'all can do some research, and y'all can take y'all little paper in there and know who you finna vote for. Because it gets real confusing.
It's a collaborative effort. Right now there are also going to be some ballot initiatives that's on the ballot that we need to pay attention to. Yeah. Restoration of voting rights that's going to be huge this year.
That's a big one.
Desmond Meade led the charge a few years ago, said that this is something that needed to happen. Collected the however many, I believe it was 100,000 and maybe even more. I can't remember the exact numbers of petitions signed in order to get it on the ballot. And I am so proud of that brother that was able to get that through. Right. And so, I don't know how much time we have left.
We have like 24 minutes left, so we're good on time. Real quick, I had a few things two other things jotted down before we get to our topic. Latoya had her baby finally, so she's happy. Latoya, what is her name? The one that was married to Lil Wayne. She had her baby.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm like, who is Latoya?
Yeah. And I also
Another girl, right?
another girl. I also jotted down because for the sake of time. Exactly. Pink goes red. We would, yeah, because we had that in our promo.
Absolutely. This month is Heart and Stroke Awareness, and so we've been celebrating by wearing red, and we're trying to pay attention to our health and get more active. I think that's part of my motivation. Well, I can't say I've been motivated to work out, but I did make it to Orange Theory myself.
It's the real deal,
Friday, man. And I am so sore.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal.
Sore. Until my doctors give me the okay, I can't really be out in the sun and do my 3 to 5 miles that I was doing at.
And we're not endorsing them, okay? We're not getting paid.
Yeah, we're not endorsing them. We just so happen to be trying different ways to get ourselves motivated. To me, it's really awesome. It also it puts you. It forces you. There's penalties if you sign up for a class and don't show up.
Right.
And then it's a very high impact 60 or 90-minute workout. And I think it's Friday when I worked out, I burnt like 440 calories.
Yeah, and then they have these screens up. It kind of makes you like compete against yourself and compete against the people in the group session. However, for me too, the reason why I like it so much, I think we both have such busy schedules.
Yeah.
I need something where when I walk in, they tell me what to do and I don't have to think.
Yeah.
I don't have to think. So
exactly. But we're trying to encourage you all as well as motivate ourselves to like get healthy, get energized, and keep going, because we only have one body.
That's it.
This is it.
That's all we got.
Do you have anything else?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think we could get into the topic, which I have one thing, a segue that I think could kind of take us into the topic. Which was something that I jotted down a lot of stuff from the marriage conference Jay and I went to at our church. But one thing.
Oh, wait. So that could segue into the last thing that I want to share.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which may be a tearjerker for most of our women listeners. Idris Elba just proposed to his girlfriend.
Yeah. And I think he's been married, twice before?
This is third one is maybe the charm.
Yeah.
She is, the proposed girlfriend, Sabrina Dowry, during the screening of Yardie.
And she's a black girl.
She's a black
a black girl.
This is the first film that Elba has directed, and I believe they were in Jamaica during the scrooning.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
They say he's a lover boy, though. They say he's the kind of man that likes relationships.
He loves love. So, I don't have a problem with that. I love too. So, congratulations to Idris Elba and his fiance.
Yeah.
Yay! Do we have a
Oh, you want a sound effect?
A sound effect for the
Let's see. Love is in the air. Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Love it.
On the Love Boat. Remember Love Boat?
Love Boat.
Oh, we're dating ourselves. Uh-oh. That's what my mama told me about Love Boat. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. She told me about it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so yeah, we had a marriage conference that was actually a live stream. So it was actually the live location was in Texas, but they had about 460 something churches around the United States, and I think some overseas. that were, at their churches watching the stream. And it had like a series of speakers, one after another. It was a 2-day event, and it was awesome. And they had a lot of good information about, keeping a healthy and, a godly marriage. But I'm not going to talk about everything. Hashtag XO18 if you all want to look into it. And you'll probably see clips and information about the actual marriage conference. They do it every year. But being at this particular show, we are trying to capture the essence of love, and particularly Black love. Not that we aren't a platform for every nationality, but our primary focus and call to duty right now, we feel, is our Black community. So one of the things that was mentioned by one of the speakers is that we are now in a situation in terms of family structure where there's two different types of, there's a battle, meaning there was once a classical method of family structure, and now there is a Western method of family structure. So basically, the idea behind the Western method is that now we're in a community, or we're living in times of the family structure is more like, everybody is pursuing their own dreams. You may or may not have a legacy set up, meaning, when somebody dies, they just die. There's no rituals, there's no traditions, and I think we kind of experience it. We're experiencing that now, during the holiday season, where there's really no continual or consistent rituals in our families anymore. You don't see, the grandmother and the grandfather, I know in a Black community, as much as a part of raising, kids and that kind of environment. Whereas before, the goal was to unify through shared identity, similar to like the Jewish culture. And, this particular speaker was speaking on the fact that it's amazing how in the Jewish culture, they still have these rituals. They still have set this time aside for family traditions, typically centered around food and spirituality, and where the grandmother comes on at a certain period of time and shares these, stories of the past. And we don't have that in the Black community anymore. So we're losing the focus of what love and what, culture and legacy really is. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I think it's interesting for me to see now that seems like this movie, The Black Panther, is sparking some type of unified mission, as well as everything that's going on in the world with our, president, kind of being that I don't know what he is. To me, it's like he's encouraging divisiveness, and sometimes in situations like that, it forces Black people or any community to kind of start to pull together. So when I was researching or trying to figure out what angle we could go with the show, I mean, charge it to my ignorance, I had no idea that there was a day called Black Love Day, the day before Valentine's Day. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either, and I'm wondering, what information did you Does it date when this started? Or?
Yes, I'm gonna tell you. Which I was like, really? Me, Miss Pro Black, I didn't know this. So let me see. It's pulling up now. My internet is a little slow. Okay. So the Black Love Day is set for February 13th. And it was actually founded in 1993 by a lady named Ayo Handy Kendi. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. She is the founder and director of the African American Holiday Association. So this is an official African American holiday. Black Love Day, BLD is the abbreviation of it. And it's an observance of atonement, reconciliation, and celebration, and it's supposed to be a 24-hour demonstration of black love through the 5 tenets. And the 5 tenets are love towards the Creator, whatever your higher power is, but I'm not going to say whatever. I'm going to say Jesus Christ. For self, for the family, within the black community, and for the black race. So I'm like, whoa, why didn't I know about this? And the movement of this day is for black self-love instead of self-hatred, which we've been seeing a lot of over these past few years, to increase peace, to stop violence, for racial healing. So when I found out this information, I was like, well, not that I'm against Valentine's Day, which there's a history behind that too, but I think this is something we should start, making it a point to celebrate. If anything, just, to create an atmosphere on that day of black love and empowering each other. So in our promo, I noted that, Black Love is an actual day. And they have a Facebook page. I didn't check to see if they have an Instagram page, but their Facebook page is called, is it I Love Black Love Day or something like that? But you can look it up.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, and I thought it was interesting that this week we are going to we're going to start to look at Black Panther. I see all these private screenings and everybody's renting out the movie theaters. I see tickets are already sold out.
The tickets have been sold out for a long time. But let me just say this, that, we have to support this movie because it's the optics, right? I see people that are airing out their beefs and hate because it wasn't a black produced and maybe directed movie. But that's not the point of this. Like, the point is the optics, us seeing ourselves on the big screen, and it's not in a, it's not in a, what do I want to say?
Negative light.
In a negative light. We are kings and queens, at least from the promos that I've seen.
Yeah.
And I mean, the world premiere of it, everyone is in there. Wakanda.
And
Wakanda?
Yeah, and the shikis and
Wakanda attire, and I mean, it was just, it's just amazing. This movie that's coming in, yes, Black History Month, like right after Valentine's Day, celebrating Black excellence, and I'm excited. And I'm looking for my African attire, and I was looking in my closet and realized I don't have any.
I know.
So I'm going to go out and get something dashiki or queen reminiscent because
and they have it in 3D. I'm trying to, let me not say where I'm trying to see it because I don't need it to be sold out. I need to be in the building, okay?
Yeah.
But let me just say, like,
3D theater, yes.
In regards to your comment though, like how I see it like this. It's kind of like when Tyler Perry came out with his first movie. I feel like this is just the beginning of what's to come. Like, let's embrace the fact that our presence is being known and revealed. And perhaps, maybe a black producer or, black director will follow suit. It may be already in the making. We just don't know. But that's our problem. We are always trying to find something to back, like to
to have the backlash.
Yeah,
And the thing, it has to listen. The civil rights movement didn't happen because it was just black people and minorities protesting. We had non-black, we had Jews, we had Caucasians, we had Europeans also in the fight. They were the ones that came in to help push the agenda.
Exactly.
Every issue that was ever, against black people, we had to have allies, and the extension and all of this still continues to this day. Unfortunately, there's how did you think Oprah got to where she to her excellence and levels?
Right.
She had someone to help pull her, mentor her that did not look like us. And
exactly.
Unfortunately, until we understand that we have to help and support ourselves when we get to those levels, we still have allies as well.
I mean, look at the music industry. Back in the day, it was always, the producers, the directors, were white. Now, we still need to push the product to a whole nother level. Typically, there's a white big brand behind it. However, we are now getting a piece of our own pie, meaning the directing, the producing is in our own hands now. Everybody has their own independent labels. I mean, we just talked about Escape. Yeah. It's a movement in the right direction. So I think it's important, again, Black love, to celebrate the positives.
Yeah, we have to celebrate the positive. We have to celebrate each other. There's always lanes and opportunities for more of us to get in. There's, and that's an extension in not just the entertainment. That's extension in the corporate world. Should be still the extension in politics, in government.
Yeah.
There are lanes that if someone wants to be involved and people want to be engaged, there is a lane, there is an opening that is there for you. We just have to figure out where that is and how do we continue to build. And so let's stop tearing each other down. Let's stop putting each other down. And women especially.
I know.
Ooh, I tell you.
Black love, February 13th, man. I'm just going to keep saying it. I want to see on the 13th of February, which is what, in 2 days?
Yes.
I want to see the timelines on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, everywhere, promoting Black love. Promote
and
your
friends.
Yes, promote your family. Promote entertainers that exist right now. Promote politicians. Promote our own. Promote, where we've come from. Promote our culture. Promote dashikis. I could promote Black Panther. I want to see the timeline, not the foolishness. Positivity, the love. Promote scripture. Promote, our love for God. Promote all the right things. February 13th. I want it to be pushed. And my sorors, the same way we go in for Founders Day, y'all go in. Because I know we have sorors listening. Go in. Any Greek fraternity, sororities, we are another channel of Black excellence. Go in.
And we have to celebrate not just our organization, but all of our organizations. But I think, you know what, Mel, I think you and I and many of the sorors that I know do a very good job in supporting and acknowledging all of the other organizations. And, maybe we need to also extend that out to, celebrating NAACP when they were founded, celebrating, even the newer groups, the Dreamers, now celebrating the Women's March, and all of these different organizations that are there to get rid of oppression or oppression-like systems.
Yes.
We have to walk and speak love and focus on that
and educate our kids, because Black history is not, it's one of those things that's not really pushed in the public schools. So it's really up to us to teach them and show them. Take your kids to see Black Panther. Establish a conversation on the way to the movies. Start sharing these things with them. Flood your timeline so that they can see on all these social media platforms. Because some of these kids, that's the only way they see it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and let me just call
3 minutes. About 4 minutes. Yeah.
That's fine.
Uh-huh.
I just want to say this, that we need to focus on love and focus on positive energies.
Yes.
And that is across the board on all platforms.
Yes.
And what we have to do is police ourselves.
Yes.
I want to see decent commentary, decent things on my social media timelines. Those that like to post fighting, those that likes to post
I'm deleting them.
Drama, those that like to post nudity, whether it, like, I don't care what form it is inappropriate to put that stuff out there. I'm just saying that this is a segue. Yes, we're talking about love, but let me just tell you the love that I want to see on my
love for self, man. Timeline. Yeah, love for self.
Self-preservation.
And this is no judgment zone.
Positive.
Yeah.
This is no judgment, but we have to be very vigilant on what type of content, what type of individuals are following us on our timelines. I don't want to see that. And you know what? When I do see it, not only am I unfriending you, but I'm reporting you. Because, unfortunately, I think Facebook and Twitter and all of these universes are doing a horrible job at managing what type of content goes out there. It's fine for us to share commentary, but that is another reason why politically, I'll go into a quick political segment, why you see them going into and having these Senate hearings with social media. Yeah. Because, people, the word is that social media had a big influence on our elections.
Yeah.
And, and so it's a lot of things that are misrepresentative and that word I'm trying to say, and are untruths that's being spewed out there. So I'm just saying in general. Let me tell
you something. I feel like I've been to church every day this weekend, and I'm not gonna quote the scripture because I'm not a scripture thrower. But in these days and times, we need to put Jesus Christ in our homes, in our hearts, and we got to start speaking boldly.
And I will also speak for those that may not be Christians, but may follow other faiths. Whatever faith you follow, please have that in your heart. Lead with love.
Yes.
Lead with a kind heart, that whatever religion you practice or celebrate,
54.
That's what we want to express.
Yes.
We're not here to push
48.
Christianity on folks, but please let's think about the things that we put out there first.
Okay.
And so
on that note, Black Love Day, February 13th. Flood them timelines. Yes. I am the co-host Melanie and
Makeda,
and we are going. Colossians 1:16. All things have been created through him and for him. And you have been tuned into
Gurl.
What?